I'll say it's running a lot better. Been making some adjustments to my bike, and as I'm sure you can tell, it's a slightly different color now. Decided to go ahead and strip all the paint off the tank, and I left the grinding like waves in it, but I did sand it down and then shine it. So it's got a really, really cool aggressive brush look. These weren't supposed to stay blue, but they may temporarily. All the neighbors' dogs are freaking out. The bike's a little too loud for them, I guess. But yeah, this thing is looking just awesome. Got a little nervous going into stripping the paint off the tank, but I don't know, after I got about halfway through it, I went, this is the thing to do. So, on this weekend's agenda, we have a few things. We have to fix the steering on the Gokart. I might have fixed the engine, so we're gonna take it out and give that a shot. And we gotta dial a few things in with that. I'm trying to remember what all I had going on with that. It's kind of became a catch-all for the moment. Shocks are fine. It's yanking really, really bad to the left, so I've got to change or fix that. And then, oh yeah. So I met a kid with a mini bike that is super hot rodded. I actually met him at the grocery store. When I drove this to the grocery store, yes, I drove the Gokart to the grocery store to go get groceries for my wife. It was fun. But anyways, met him there. He had some extra parts, so we're gonna take this, unscrew this muffler out of here, chop this off here, and make a whole new deal. Weld this to this, and make a cool little hater pipe. This is gonna stick straight back, basically. So, we've got to do that. Oh yeah, another thing for the Gokart. I've got some very, very cool LED lights for this winter and for some night driving. I really, really wanted some lights for the front of this. There's already a couple of holes set up in there. They were in the clearance bin at Napa. I think they were 20 bucks. The other thing we're doing is gonna see if we can't get just a couple more, well, not more, but faster horsepower out of my truck. Is our 3 different weights of springs. There's a weight and a balance plate in there with some new bushings. Upgrade that distributor. I'm hoping we can get all of that done this weekend. So, without wasting any more breath, let me decide what I'm gonna do first. Let's start on the Gokart, and let's do the lights first, because we can always adjust the steering as we need. Let's try to get these lights wired up. I'm actually pretty excited for that. So, after a brief pause, what I ended up having to do was use one of these new bolts that I got for the carburetor, or to hold the carburetor down on the Ford, and then I ground down the little lips that were on here, or the ridges, so I could get this nut, which I can't remember where I found, on there. Got this deal set up, so now, excuse me. You're just going to have to take my word for it. But we're putting this in there. And then we'll be able to have our range of motion. So, let me tighten this up, and I'll get back to you when we start wiring. I might have fixed the motor-ish. Nothing. Well, I did something kind of silly. If you could smell, you'd know exactly what it is. But I'll just show you. Yep. Didn't think that through all the way. I mean, I thought I was, obviously. So that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to come up with a new plan. I'm gonna do some research tonight and figure this out because we have to have a working light on this thing. We were supposed to take this out for a ride, but since I've turned all my wiring to licorice, I gotta rethink some things. Okay, so a kid on YouTube says you gotta reverse the polarity on the flux capacitor, and that's how you get it to work. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. Trying to think of the best way to ground this thing. Okay, well, I have it it's just barely tied in, but we'll give this a shot, see what happens. Ouch. Oh no, I melted my switch. Alright, I think I've got it this time. I was one wire off. Oh, why do I keep coming over here? Alright. Let's see. Do we have it now? Nope. Well, it works, but I think we need a lower amperage light. Hey Lee, I think I figured out why it pulls so hard to the left.
Why?
Come look at this. That was probably us when we fell out of that rut last week. I might have broke something a little bit. I'm gonna need a light. That's not very good. Jeez. I don't think this go-kart is meant for this amount of weight. Yeah, that was definitely me. That wasn't like that before. Oofta. Whoops. Well, I can pull this back out off of that because that's not supposed to be on there. In fact, I might be able to do it right now, but you won't be able to see, I don't think. Alright, I'll get that straightened out at least so it quits trying to yank me off the road. That would probably help a lot for steering. Alright, I'm done yapping. I'll see you all tomorrow. Well, good afternoon. So, no luck on the wiring with the lights. I did some research. I wasn't able to do a whole lot. But from what I did see, I couldn't find a whole lot of good options. So, this light may go on the rear bumper of my truck as a work light, backup light, what have you. And I will just get a different, cheaper, less wattage light, and we'll try again. I don't know, it's gonna have to be a little ways in the future, but eventually this will have a good working light. I don't like to give up, but I'm halfway through my weekend and I've got to get on my truck, and we've got to get this front end fixed first. So let's dive right into that. Well, I've got these nuts halfway off of here. Oh yeah, there it is. This one's jammed up pretty good. It's that bent bracket here is smashed right up against it, so it doesn't move really well. There's one. This is way too bent and way too everything to fix. Plus, a new problem, this bolt head, excuse me, and the other end that those nuts screw onto, or yeah, thread onto, that's all part of this control arm. It's all one piece. These are not independent bolts just going through, unless I'm completely wrong and they're just so seized they won't budge. No, I actually got in there with a light. It's solid. These don't turn. So, and I just used the scissor jack that I found in the back of my wife's minivan to try to spread this. That's not working very well either. So, just for the sake of getting this thing back on the road, I think what I'm gonna do is take my grinder and come in right here and just relieve this and cut it out so it stops rubbing on that. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna get cutting. I think that is gonna pretty well do it on the straightening and whatnot. I've got a good 1/4 inch now where it was jammed straight up in there. Hopefully you can see that pretty well. I've also got it pulled back pretty decently straight. The back is still obviously nowhere close to straight, but I can't really fix that very well. Actually, that one, I might be able to drop that jack down. Yeah, let's give that a shot while I'm thinking about it. I would like to get it pushed back mostly straight, if at all possible. Nope. In fact, I might have just broke this jack. That would stink. All right, we've just about got this buttoned up. This is the last thing here. And then we're gonna go for a ride. We're very towed out, but I think it's gonna be a heck of a lot better than towed in and not moving and all the rest that was going on before. It's much, much faster without my brother in it. All right. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Woo! Ah! Oh my gosh. That jump was a little too big. Oh man. I just launched this thing straight off my head. Woo! This thing is like, doggone it. There, now can you hear me? Woo! This thing is terrifying. I just launched my camera clear off my head. I really hope I didn't break it or scratch it. I nearly lost my my receiver here. Man, I nailed the brakes as soon as I lost it because I was scared that it flew somewhere down on the motor. That's kind of what it seemed like. It sure did. You landed right there in front of the chain. I don't know how this thing survived. Oh man. Oh, I didn't bring my magnetic mount. No, it wouldn't have done much good anyways. All right. This thing seriously hops and skips and jumps. The front handle's so good, but the back just flies everywhere. So you're constantly doing this the entire time. And it's so towed out that you can't hardly keep it on the road. Oh, the front's constantly coming off the ground and the back is just going sideways every time. It is really quite scary. I'm gonna see if I can find a decent place to set you guys up on the tripod and give you a run by or a flyby or two and show you just how much this thing jumps. I want to get up here a little ways and try to do a jump. Oh yeah, right here. Hold on. That's the one right there. I'm gonna try. Oh, 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 oh. That was a really, really big rock. This we ought to be able to get some air off of. Oh, not quite. Jump again. I gotta turn around. I can't believe this engine is still running. This thing is way, way too fast. Oh, that one wasn't good. I'm sure you heard that. All right, here we go. This is a jump. Okay. Whew. I can't even describe to you guys how fun that is. Oh, my heart's going so fast. Oh, my tools are about to fall out. Let's see if we did any damage on that last one. I don't see anything. Okay. All right. Whew. This thing is seriously off the ground half the time that it's on the ground, and I'm not even kidding. I don't weigh enough to keep this thing down over these bumps. And these new front shocks, they do awesome to where you can't feel much, but man, when you hit a big bump, they just go whew, and you just lift off. And on these stupid, I don't even know what to call those things. They're like those little dentist toys you guys used to get when you were a kid that had the suction cup in the spring, and you pushed it down and then they went phew, and blasted the heads off them. That's what these are like. Every single time you get anywhere near a bump, these things just catapult the back end. As soon as the front starts to lift off, it goes, it's like a grasshopper. Okay, let me get set up. No. Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. There you go. All right. I'm half tempted to put my seatbelt on, but at the same time, I don't want to get tied into this thing if I do fly out. Oh my gosh, you guys see how much air I got over that? I gotta check the camera. All right, we gotta try this one more time. That was amazingly fun. Well, all right. That was way too good. I want to see if I can get just a little bit more air. Oh, that one hurt a lot. Oh no! Oh my gosh! I lost my tools! Oh no! Oh, they hit the ground so hard. I put holes in it. Dang it! Oh man! Oh. What a rip. Holy cow. I think I might be bending something in the back here. I don't know. Look what I did to my tool bag. All my tools came slamming out the other end when I hit the ground. Oh. Okay, this is like, whew, this is extremely irresponsible fun. Oh, I did bend this back just a little bit. Whoops. Well, I haven't destroyed a tie rod or a control arm yet. There's a couple of small dents in the bottom of this thing, but nothing major that I can see. The bolts are still holding the back on. Oh yeah, it's right in the center. That's why I keep hitting that one rock. I totally forgot about it when I was coming back. Oh man. Okay, so I'm sure you can probably see it on camera, but man, when I came up, this thing was so far in the nose that I came down right on a bolt in the tailbone, so, because there's no padding left in this seat at all. So that sucked, but absolutely worth it. Let's go see if we can find a couple of more jumps down by where we did some off-roading with my truck, or trucks. I'm pretty sure I remember a couple of spots that are gonna be pretty good, but they're really close to the end of the drop-off, so as long as we can keep ourselves from going off the end of that, we should be good. Let's go. I gotta see this footage. Let me drive. Oh, this is gonna be a jump right here for sure. This might hurt. Oh! Ah! My camera. Man. I don't know if I need that torque converter kit. Once you get some speed, this thing is like freaking scary. This is gonna hurt, I know it is. Oh! Double jump. Okay, here comes some of that rough stuff. Oh, oh, oh no. Ah. Oh. Ouch. Oh my gosh. That's painful. As I'm sure you can tell, my camera flew off again. Okay, this thing does not sound super good. It's probably partially because I'm wearing a hat. Okay, let's go explore. Oh no, my tripod. Oh, so man, look at that. Sorry about that, bud. Alright, I don't know why I'm talking to my tripod like a person. Maybe this? I think this is the best one we've got. Oh, and that one hurts. Alright, where can I set up for this one? chickened out. Let's try this again. Oh. Nah, I can't get enough speed to hit that other one. Whew. All right, I'm gonna let my camera charge up a bit and we're gonna head for the other side. Oh man. I'm gonna book it for the opposite direction as fast as I can without breaking more stuff. And maybe we'll find a jump over there. I'm gonna be keeping my eyes out. I wanna do just one more jump before we call it quits for today. All right, see ya. Okay, well, I've been hunting for a while now and I cannot seem to to find a place, or a good place, to do any more filming or any more jumping, I guess. And I'm starting to get low on gas, and to be perfectly honest, my back's starting to give out. So we're just gonna head for home, but I'll give you guys, I don't know, we'll get there quick, is what I'm saying. We gotta go back. I lost my hat. Dang it. I found it. Oh, that was a beautiful snatch and grab. Wow, I lost it early. I don't know how in the world my tripod stayed in. Okay, seriously a workout. My arms are like pumped. Uh-oh. This tire looks, does it look slightly bowed to you? That'll be fine. That was a nice power slide though, huh? Okay. gonna go get a drink of water, and then I'll start working on my truck after I catch my breath. Well, we've got our breath back and had some water. Got some more caffeine because I ran out of coffee. Went to the grocery store in the Gokart. I attempted to adjust the steering and might be slightly better, but I'm definitely gonna have to pull this tire in just a little bit. It's just not quite there. Okay, I'm gonna get my truck and bring it in here. We've got everything else out of the way, so let's get started on that. Oh good, it didn't appear to get too wet in here. Let's see how it does on a cold start. Are you kidding me? I haven't started this thing in like probably 3 days or more. More than that. I haven't started this since last weekend when I was working on the go-kart. I moved it out then and I haven't started it since. Holy cow, my choke's not even hooked up. Oh yeah, I love this truck. This doggone truck sounds so good for being just a basic small block Chevy. I have to say, I actually really do enjoy the way that it sounds. Most of the time they don't sound this good. I'm just gonna nose it in for now so that I can actually see what I'm doing under there. Oh yeah. Well, I'm starting over because I just realized for the last 30 minutes you couldn't hear me because I did not have my microphone. So I apologize. Hopefully you can kind of see. Basically all that's happened is these are the old weights, and these holes that they pivot on those pins, they are so oblonged and so worn out. This one is nearly through, and they are extremely heavy in comparison to those. I am not going to worry about changing the center plate because it has extremely microscopic C-clips on it. And for one thing, I don't have anything that will get them off efficiently or well. And I really don't want a chance losing them, and I can't imagine just the center cap is going to be all that different. It doesn't look excessively worn, and to be perfectly honest, yeah, I'm just not going to do it. These, however, are much lighter weights, and it's got new bushings on it, so they're not flinging all over the place, you know. And yeah. Oh yeah, the other thing is I only had one spring on one weight, so the other one was just flying in the breeze. I don't know where it is. I haven't been able to find it so far, but this is what was on there. It's incredibly stiff. This is what we're putting on there. No effort whatsoever. So hopefully I don't go to put one of these on and it snaps and disappears forever. Now hopefully these ought to make quite a bit of difference. That's pretty stiff. I never thought of mounting my magnet mount underneath the hood so you could see what's going on down here. I know there's not a lot of light, but I mean, I don't know. Hopefully you like it. loosening up a little bit. Right on. All right, hopefully it doesn't blow up. Ready? Here we go. Oh, I'm a moron. Remember that whole comment about the battery? Yeah. All right, now here we go. Please don't blow up. Well, it still runs, so there's that. Toss the lid back on it, and we're gonna see how this does, is what I'm trying to say. I seriously doubt we're gonna get any tire spin on the pavement, but let's give it a shot. No, not really. Wow, that pulls hard though. My goodness, that pulls really good. Really, really good. Holy mackerel. It just gets up and walks away. I thought it was doing good when I advanced it, and by all rights it was. But now, my gosh, from a dead standstill taking off like that. Let's do one more. Ready? Zero hesitation. Zero. Wow, that's impressive. Oh yeah. This truck's doing awesome. I love it. It's a good truck. You know, I have to say, the more I listen to this truck, that can't be a stock cam, can it? It's way too lumpy, and I'm running right at like 600 or 700 RPM. All right. I'm gonna park the truck for tonight and end it out right now. Not sure what we're doing tomorrow, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Well, I think that's actually gonna do it for this week's video. I kind of ran out of stuff to do, or at least parts for stuff to do. Yeah, I don't know. I know I need to put the carburetor back on the Ford, but that's boring and the Ford's being sold, so I don't need to film that. Other than that, I just got a bunch of household chores to do out here. Weed eating and moving stuff around. You know how it is. And the bike, I don't know if I'm gonna have a chance to get to it today or not, but eventually I'm gonna pull the handlebars off, clean them up and repaint them because they're getting pretty rusty. Yeah, I don't know. Stay tuned though for a couple of things. For one, the Gokart, I may have found some more shocks for the rear end of it. I gotta nail the deal down so we can do better jumps, obviously. And I gotta re-weld the top of that roll bar and wire up that headlight. I think I'm gonna have better luck finding a lithium battery off of Amazon or something like that to run that than anything else that I've found so far. And we're gonna have a blast this winter on this thing because I didn't realize it, but this is a Positrack, if you will. Both tires turn full time. I didn't realize that. So if we get some paddles this winter, or even something really, really aggressive, this thing is gonna be an absolute riot. So stay tuned for that. We might build like a plexiglass windshield deal for it for wintertime. Lots of ideas. The other thing to stay tuned for, I'm trying to make it, obviously it won't be on this week's episode, but next week's episode, I'm really hoping to make it down to Caldwell to pick up that other vehicle. Sounds like it's gonna happen for sure. Just trying to coordinate with the gentleman. But you guys are gonna love that. It's a vehicle I've wanted for years. Not so much the vehicle as what's been done to the chassis. That's all the hint I'm gonna give you. Yeah, nothing else. No more updates. I think that's it. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we will catch you next Saturday, or next Friday rather, or whenever you watch it, I guess. Whatever. We'll see you guys next week. I'm out.